Hello, children. Welcome back. Let us begin our day with the thought. Thought for today is stay focused on your own vision. Let us start now with chapter number 10 Three Sacks of Rice. So please turn to page number 23. This is a picture. You can see many sacks are arranged. It's just to have an idea how the sacks of rice looks. Before we start with reading the chapter, let us know something about the characters. Now, the people or our main characters of the story are all good people. We don't have any bad character in our story. So, then how is the story interesting or how the story will become interesting? Let us see that we have three brothers. Again, all the three brothers are very good and they have a person, a businessman who is these brothers' father's friend. He has come to meet the family with a plan. He is looking for a suitable son in law for his daughter, and he wants such a person who is honest, a person with good values, and also will have a brain for business because the businessman, is having a prosperous business. So, let us see how these characters gets involved with each other and what turn our story takes. Page number 23. Let us start reading. As decided, you are going to refer your textbook for reading because it is not possible to read from such a small font. First paragraph. You may have read many stories about three brothers. Usually, two of them, the elder ones, are strong, clever, but unkind. They laugh at the youngest one because he is too simple and soft hearted. Otherwise, whatever stories you have read about brothers, generally two of them are good, clever, and the youngest one is simple and soft hearted. Clever is a person who is quick at learning and understanding. But what is the scenario in our story? Second paragraph. Our story also has three brothers who lived in a small town, but they were all three of them honest, kind, and hardworking. The elder one ran a shop, the middle one was a priest, and the youngest one had just finished his education. He had started taking up odd jobs to earn some money and to learn a trade. All three of them were fond of their mother. She had worked hard to bring up the three of them after the sudden death of their father. So, our three brothers, the three important characters of our story, they lived in a small town and all the three of them possessed very good qualities. What were the qualities? All three of them were honest, kind, and hardworking. What was the profession of the eldest brother? He was a shopkeeper, he ran a shop. Middle one was a priest. You all know who is a priest. Pujari, you can say. One who is authorized to perform certain religious rites. That is the meaning of priest. And the third one, that is the youngest one, he was also honest, hardworking. He had finished his education and he wanted to set up a business or you can say trade. So he was doing odd jobs, whatever jobs he could find, so that he could learn how to trade and how to be a good businessman. One more quality, all three of them, they loved their mother. They were very fond of their mother because she had worked very hard to bring them up. After the sudden death of their father, so the three brothers, they did not have their father, but the mother had worked very hard for the three brothers' education and to bring them up. Moving on to next paragraph. One day their father's friend visited the mother. He said, "Sister, you know that I have a very prosperous business But now I am getting old and my only daughter is of marriageable age. I am looking for a son in law who would be a good husband to my daughter and who would also handle my business well. I like all your sons. If you permit, I will marry my daughter to one of them. But before that, I have a plan. So they had a visitor. Like I talked about the businessman, he was a businessman running a prosperous business and he was the three brothers' father's friend. So he visited the mother and he knew the brothers very well. He knew that all three of them are very honest, kind, hardworking. He had a daughter of marriageable age. So his plan was to choose one of the son as son-in-law and to marry his daughter to one of the brothers. But then he had a plan. He discussed the plan with her and she agreed quite readily. The next day, the friend went to each of the three brothers one by one. He gave them each a sack of rice and said, "My dear boy, I am going away for a few months for some necessary work. Please look after this sack of rice till I come back." So, what was the plan? That as we read the story, we will understand the plan of the businessman. And what, as the part of the plan, he went and met all the three brothers, and what he gave them? A sack of rice. Why? Because he said that I'm going away for a few months and take care of this sack. The friend went away. Many months passed, but he did not return. It was nearly a year before he came back. He visited the eldest brother first. The eldest brother welcomed him and gave him a small purse full of money. "Uncle, you had left a sack of rice with me. After a few months, I was worried that it may get spoiled. Therefore, I sold the rice to my customers. Here is the money I got. Please accept it." "Thank you, my boy. You are such an honest person." So, according to the plan, the businessman came to meet the mother of the three brothers, and he discussed the plan with her that he wants one of the brother as his son-in-law, but then he has a plan, and the mother too readily agreed. So the businessman went to all the three brothers, gave each of them a sack of rice to take care of as he was going away. So he went away. This is also a part of plan, and he did not return for many days, weeks, and months. When he came back, it was almost a year. So first of all, he went and visited the eldest brother. He was a shopkeeper. He had also taken well care of the sack, but then he realized that the sack of rice may get spoiled. So he sold the rice to his customers, and whatever money he earned by selling the rice, he kept that money. And as soon as the businessman came to meet him, he offered that money. So, "Thank you, my boy. You are such an honest person." This was page number 23. Now just turn the page number 24. Then the friend went to see the middle brother, who was a priest. The priest greeted him with joy and affection. He said, "Uncle, remember you had left a sack of rice with me an year ago? I had kept it for many months, but then I was worried that it may get spoiled. I distributed the rice among the poor in your name. They all blessed you for satisfying their hunger. However, I did that without your permission and I am willing to pay you back for the rice." So the second brother, who was priest, what he did with the rice? He also kept the rice for many days, but then he also had the fear that the rice may get spoiled and he distributed the rice amongst the poor. You must have seen that many poor people are begging near the temples. They sit outside the temple to beg, and The priest had distributed the rice to the poor people and they gave so many blessings to the businessman because he had distributed the rice in the name of the businessman. So, what he told the businessman that I had distributed the rice among the poor, they had blessed, and but rice I had utilized without your permission, and if you say, I will pay you back for the rice. No, my boy, you acted wisely and kindly. The blessings that I got from the poor people are enough for me. Please don't even think about the money anymore. When the friend went to visit the youngest son, he too welcomed him with love and respect. But he said that he had a confession to make. Let us see what confession he has to make in the second part of the video.